Okay, guys, today we have a very big day. This is a video you're going to want to watch maybe more than once because there's a lot of information in it, and this is an absolutely foundational set of skills for all of my classes, plus giant toy box toolkit of top-notch design software. So, starting here, I am currently in Adobe Creative Cloud. This is what you'll be installing today, but I wanted to take a minute and show you around. Once you have Adobe Creative Cloud installed, it will run up here and it will appear on your menu. You see Creative Cloud. That's supposed to be a little cloud symbol. It really looks like a knot. But it's not a knot. You're welcome for that. Okay, also my apologies. But you have access to a ton of tools, and I am told that instead of limping along with last year's Macs, you guys have hard drives to really be able to use this stuff and not run into all the brick walls we did last year. So we will be talking about good file management and all those things, as we already have started to help keep it running clean, but way more access to this toolkit with your new machines. So this is the home button. All these guys rattle you around. So one of the very first things we want to do today is give you a look at the apps. Okay, so we're going to go, these are all the apps you can have access to. Now, so that you know, these are the ones I have installed. See, I can install InDesign. I have Firefly open. I have it. Actually, that's a web app. So I have Photoshop, I have Illustrator, I have Premiere, I have Acrobat. All right, all of these things. Now, you will be using extensively, you'll be learning to use Photoshop well, those of you in Foundations. Anybody will be learning to use it well. And Premiere. These are the big two you have to have. I highly encourage you to, those of you in photography will be learning Lightroom and Photoshop. So those are what you will install. Highly encourage you to play. These are all the tools that a creative career can use. So I don't know a lot of digital animation, character animation, all those things. I don't know those, okay? But if you want to learn it, if you want to check it out, if you want to play with it, install it. Look at it. You can use YouTube University. There's also quite a bit of support built into these guys. Dig in. This is a software suite that is expensive for you to buy on your own. But by virtue of being in this class, you are part of the CTE program, and it funds your access to this software. We'll talk about the syllabus and the fee for the class, $25 down the road, but it's one of the things that helps pay for this. So if you look at the class from just that perspective, you'd be paying about $50 a month for a subscription to this service. Your $25 fee buys you that for the whole year. So it is a bargain. And what you need to understand is your access to these programs is not rooted in your laptop. It's rooted in your Adobe login. So if you log into your Adobe account at home, install Creative Cloud, you can use it on your home machine, which means your parents can borrow it if they want to check it out, do some cool flyer for work, whatever, something fun. You have access to all these tools. They also work on your phone. So, like I said, opening a cool toy box toolkit today that just can unlock so many creative options. So anyway, sorry, I love this stuff. So a little bit of a commercial. Sorry about that. All right. So here's where now we'll walk you through. We'll have Photoshop. You may see yours may look more like this. Install, but you today are probably also going to see try or buy or free trial or whatever they've phrased it as right now. This year we're going to install that way, and I'm going to convert you over to account. That's because I am in the middle of processing this guy. We are looking at all of our, it's processing the file that I created. Now, wanted to show you this. Thank you, Colin, for being the example guy. Colin Berner is a rock star, super stud, and he is broadcast director for the CyChron. So he is our tech whiz leader of all the broadcasts we do, all the production stuff. So, but he is in here, and I wanted to show you something very, very important. You have to be in this database before you get switched over to the permanent free subscription that's covered by CTE funds. Now, I have to put you in there by username. I was given a database, thank you, Mr. Tillman, of all the email addresses that were in my class the other day. If you added recently, you're not going to be in there, which means I need you to send me an email from your school email, because this is the thing I have to be able to add you to this database. And if you simply send me a school email that says, add me to Adobe, I will be able to add you with no problems. If there's a typo in here anywhere, or you're using your personal email address or any of those things, can't add you. So send me an email. Also helps me for you to send me a Schoology message too. So that's the mechanism by which we do it. So, but now let's get you to the process, because most of you should be able to get up and roll in today. We are going to be in self-service. If you haven't been to self-service before, you should have, because I sent you here to install. If you haven't installed Chrome, install Chrome, but I sent you here to install Google Drive. If you don't remember how to get there, always the way to get here. Click on the Spotlight search and self-service. Self-service app will pop up. That's one way. Another way is to go to your Finder. Oh, favorite keyboard command. Put your thumb on the command key, your left thumb. Hold it down. Now, as I hit tab, I am cycling through all the programs I am running. As soon as I let up my thumb, it's switching to that program. That's how I got to Finder quickly. Okay, so this gets me to Finder. If I want to go back to Chrome, boom, same thing. So choose what you want to use. This also helps you because a lot of times you're running way more crap than you know, just by the design of Apple. Apple sneaks its way into your world. Watch out for them. All right. My apologies to those of you who are full-fledged members of the Apple cult. You go ahead and worship your phone all you want. Not, trying to get in between you and your religion. I just find them invasive and annoying, but also pretty beautiful machines. So, okay, so this is Finder. This is where we want to be. It's the other way for you to find it. In your applications folder, you will also find self-service. Okay, so that gets you to self-service. Now, what we're going to do is go over here in the search bar and save our crash and around time and type Adobe. And this is super important. Some crap's going to pop up. Mostly this Adobe Create Cloud Max. Now you see where mine says reinstall. What I need to show you is that this guy, okay, when you open it up, is going to say reinstall. Here's why. Because when I go to Finder and I go to my applications, Adobe Creative Cloud is installed. Okay, this is what you'll use to install it. Okay, you'll probably never use that, but you have it. All right. So, but what I want to show you is Adobe Creative Cloud is installed. I already showed you. I'm running it. This confuses people a lot because they install it and then reinstall pops up. And then they come to school the next day and they said, I can't get it to install. It told me to reinstall it like 9 times. Yeah, nope. It said you could. You can reinstall. Would you like to reinstall? Okay. Click the button and stare at it again at the little loopy thing. Nope. Don't do that. Once it says reinstall, you're going to go to your Finder. You're going to click on your Applications menu. You're going to look for your little Adobe Creative Cloud folder. You're going to open it up, and you're going to click right here, okay? Now, it's going to take you to a login and install thing the first time. You're probably going to not be set up yet. I'll cover that once the database gets processed. It's still chewing on it. It's still processing the database I uploaded, so it takes a bit. So hopefully a lot of you will be ready to roll tomorrow, and then we'll get you switched over. Simply a different step in your login now. Way better than it used to be. So, but that will get you into Creative Cloud. Creative Cloud's going to keep on running, and then you too will be able to enjoy all this yummy creative goodness, all the tools and toys. So that is where we are. In a day or two, I'll have you upload a screenshot to show me you have installed Photoshop and Premiere. This year, we're going to hit the ground running to try to get your Premiere skills off the ground. We'll be learning both programs at the same time so we can get newscast and video going early in the year. So lots of bouncing back and forth, getting familiar with, just like Apple has its universe and the way things are set up in Apple, Adobe has its universe. And once you begin to understand it and know how it works, it makes it easier to bounce around on their programs and find your way. But a little bit of a learning curve. But here's the deal, boys and girls. All the other junk you use, Canva, stuff like that, these are template driven. They're only slightly creative. It's like you bought a pack of stickers and you're putting them on a page. I chose the blue sticker and the one with a dog. Okay, guess what? You don't know how to design stickers. Your creativity is limited by the templates they give you. Okay, you don't know how to design. And so you're dependent on the tool, on the product, on the package. Photoshop and Premiere, the workload is higher, the learning curve is steeper, but that's learning how to design at the basic level. And that's what people pay good money to have you do. There are extremely viable careers in those fields. So we will get into that more down the road. But for today, you want to get here where you can start playing. And we will deal with licensure as Adobe finishes processing your applications. So, and that's all I want you to do today, maybe even tomorrow. Check stuff out, install it, mess around, okay? Learn and play. So, all right. Thanks, guys.